I just remembered when my last Totoro pen ran out of ink, I just threw it away. Like it was just some common writing utensil, without remembering that that was my microphone. And we'd been through so much together, including my review of last year's winner. So I'd love to start this off with a moment of silence for my microphone Totoro pen. I'd like to introduce you to my new microphone, which is just my old microphone put on a pen. Anyways, so today we're going to be using a number 2 pencil for my microphone so that it can still feel official. We can now take this standardized test together. I assume you have your number 2 pencils. And you know what? This is kind of a standardized test. I mean, everybody that's doing like women's prize reviews is likely making this prediction, and so we're all doing it the same way with the same information and the same given prep time. And if that's not standard, I don't know what is. And then after we finish this up, we're all going on summer vacation together, so I hope you're ready. Clearly I am. So what we're doing today is my shortlist prediction for the women's prize. I have been the most involved this year out of any year that I've been on YouTube, and I've been really enjoying myself and a lot of the books that have been on the long list. So at this point I have read 5.5. I technically DNF'd Pod, at least for the time being. I may get back to it if it's on the shortlist, otherwise it's just not gonna happen. But besides that, I have read The Bandit Queens, Demon Copperhead, Homesick, Trespasses. Wait, is that it? So I've read 4.5? That can't be right. Oh, I forgot I already read Glory when it was nominated for Booker last year. So yes, I've read 5.5 books total from the long list. All of those are encapsulated in 2 different reading vlogs if you want to go take a look. So let's quickly go ahead through the books that I think are going to be on the shortlist. So I'm going to start with the ones that I've already read that I think are going to be on the shortlist, because obviously I have more to say about them. The first one I think is going to be on it is Demon Copperhead. I just think that this was such a feat of writing. It's so like all-encompassing for this story. It feels pretty different than the other stories that we see on this list, but it also has like this large conversation around poverty and this struggle to end somewhere better than you started in your life. And I don't know, it just feels like it's gonna be on the short list. However, I do think that the hype for this book is dying down at this point. Like, I feel like we were on that upward trajectory for a long time with it. A lot of people loved this book, and now I'm starting to see people being like not as enthusiastic about it. But I do think that that comes with being nominated for a prize in general. Obviously, the people that were picking up Demon Copperhead before the prize was announced were likely doing it just because they were interested in that kind of a story, whereas the people that are going to pick it up just because it's nominated for the prize are not necessarily going to already be interested in the premise. So it's likely that it's going to see more criticism now. That being said, I do think that we are kind of past the high point for this book, and so I could see it not being shortlisted, but I'm going to say that it is going to be shortlisted. It's just not going to win. Next up is The Bandit Queens. I loved this book. I wanted to win so bad. This book was so good. I'm already thinking about like different instances I can be like recommending it. It's about female empowerment and the different perspectives that we might have on each other and like other people that seem like they have it all together but don't. And obviously that's nothing new, but it deserves to be told and told and told again in different ways, because I think it's something that we all tend to forget. I am so much into friendship stories right now. It's all I want to read about. So if you know any books that are like really good at demonstrating that, either the friendship between 2 people or many, please let me know. So the third book that I think is going to be on the short list is I'm a Fan. I think because this one is so specifically about like the modern age and about the internet and social media as far as I can remember, it just seems like it's gotta be on the short list. I feel like these stories are happening more and more, and while I haven't yet found one that I like, I could see this one being the one that I like, and just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people don't. I'm looking at you, no one's talking about this. Hated that book, but a lot of people loved it.
What are you doing? Get out of there. We're saving that for D&D.
Okay, next up is Wandering Souls, which I actually have with me right now. This one I think is going to be shortlisted purely because of all the amazing things I've been hearing about it and the way people have been talking about it. It seems great, and I really want to read it, so I just want it to be shortlisted. It's also got like Afterlife in it, and I feel like Afterlife is big right now. I'm thinking of The 7 Moons of Molly Almeida winning the Booker Prize last year, but I feel like that's just something that's big right now, and so therefore it's going to carry on into this book being shortlisted. Then we've got Fire Rush. I can't tell you really why I think this one's going to be shortlisted, except that I feel like no one's read it yet because it's not super available, at least not where I'm at. I really want to read it, but I haven't been able to. Also, it's got like a lot of rhythm to it, and as I said in my original long list prediction, I felt like there was going to be some really rhythmic books that were nominated for the prize. I don't really know how to explain this style, but it sounds like Fire Rush has got it, and I just believe that that's going to be represented in the shortlist. And then Children of Paradise is my last one for the list. I think that this book just sounds like it's going to be about a really nice found family, or at least about finding belonging and support in unexpected areas. And there's also like this revealing of secrets and everything. I can see it just rounding out this shortlist. Well, that is all I have for this video. If you could please let me know what you think is going to be on the shortlist, but also if there's a book that I haven't read yet that was long listed, and regardless of whether it gets shortlisted, you really want me to read, if you could also let me know that. Anyways, I hope that you did enjoy this video. I can't wait to see what is shortlisted. And I guess with all that being said, it's summer vacation time. So congrats on finishing your final exam. Wait, is this actually gonna be timed up pretty well with when school ends? When does school end? It's been a long time. May? I mean, we're getting pretty close to like actual summer vacation. So this dumb joke I started at the beginning of my video is almost truthful. Well, hags everybody. Did you know people that wrote in your yearbook, hags, have a great summer? I hated that. Actually, forget what I said about the comments before. If you could comment like you are signing my yearbook before we leave for the summer, that'd be great. Okay, bye. Have a great summer. Just kidding, I'll obviously still be making videos throughout the summer. That sounds like I'm taking a break. I'm not. I'll see you here during this summer. Okay, bye.